Hello, everybody. Sorry about that. Okay, because I'm not used to going live on this channel, so it means that there's like all these settings I had to redo, and like I've not redone them for months and months. So the last time I think I did a video on here was quite a way back. I'm so sorry, everybody. Anyway, if you're watching this for the first time ever, if it's the first time to my channel, Artful Crafting, welcome. My name's Ruth, and typically I can be found on another channel, Artful Stamping with Ruth. But today I fancied making some earrings because I taught a class on last Tuesday and I just got a bunch of stuff out, and I thought rather than packing it all away before making some earrings, I'll make some pretties, make some little pretties. Hey Miss Bonnie, lovely to see you. I really like the dangle little blue flowers and the butterflies. Oh, okay, so you guys, you're talking about the thumbnail that I put up, and I need to go and find out what that looks like. So there we go, and let me have a look what that looks like. Bear with, just checking your comments as well. Hi Jackie, hi Susan. I know we're probably not going to get loads of people on this one, but it'll be fun just to hang out with you guys. Hi Glenna. I like the dangled little blue flowers and the butterflies. Oh, okay. Yes, I can see them. Yeah, the little blue glass ones. Okay, I can play with that. Oh, big. This is just like, I feel like this is just some friends, crafty friends, gathering around at a little tea cafe. I have a friend of mine who's just opened a bakery, and she has been working on her business from home for many years, and I'm so excited for her. So she makes gorgeous wedding cakes, and she's just opened a bakery up in North Yorkshire where she lives. And if she had the room for a table, I just imagine us all sitting there eating macarons and having a chat over a nice cup of Earl Grey. So there we go, that's what I'm imagining as I make my jewellery. There we go. I'm just going to get my desk now, just checking my mic works on this because I've been having problems setting this up. There we go. Right, let's get some light on in here. And you guys can chat away. Thank you. Yeah, the reason I've just wrapped this scarf around me is because I'm just in a little strappy top, and I didn't really feel very... The last time I came on live with the strappy top, I felt very uncomfortable. So I thought, just to show myself, I'm just going to have a scarf on. All right, now I do have these new lovelies to play with. I bought some new findings a few months back, but have not had lots of chance to play with them. So I thought it would be nice to do that today. Now, the little blue flowers that you were referring to, Bonnie, I'm just going to see if I've got them in here. Oh, those I want to play with too. Anyone got any favourite colours that they want to see? Oh, I don't know, fancy something really girly and pinky. I've got some nice little pink flowers I could play with. You know what, I think I've already made up my mind. Sorry. There's me going, well, I need some ideas. Oh, let's do something romantic with hearts. Little hearts. So these were little trinkets that Stampin' Up! Did a few years ago. Do you remember the one with the little doggy? And actually these were gifted to May to use, but I think she used one of those little ones. But it's got little hearts in it. So should we go... I might add some little pearls in here. So those. Oh, maybe a little butterfly. Pink. Look, cute little butterflies. Yeah, he's got these lovely feathers as well. Hopefully this won't make them too heavy. to find my wire. I'm sure I was using some the other day. I did make some jewellery the other night after I'm alive, because it was a little friend's birthday, and I tried to make her some earrings that I knew she'd like. Sorry, I'm just trying to grab the wire, so I need the right, that's too thick. Oh dear, my wire's got a bit trapped. Okay, let's straighten you out a bit. What's going on? What's going on here? Alright, so I don't need you. You're a bit thick. Let's go for this one. So, over the years, I've used mainly silver plated wire. So it's usually got a bit of a copper core, and some of it's a little bit tarnished now, so I'm just giving that a bit of a wipe. Hi Melissa. Yes, it was actually gifted to me by Esther. Yeah, Esther gifted me that wrap. It's got hydrangeas on it. It's very sweet. Actually, some pale blue. Some little pale blue. Put these ones away. Put things away that I don't need. Oh my goodness, I've still got stamps on my desk from the other day. I need to order some more silver coloured long head pins. It's nothing like doing a workshop to realise what you're low on stock of. Right, let's straighten these out a bit as well. These ones are a little soft. Although soft head pins are really nice to work with because they bend really easily, they're not great for holding things nice and firm. So, right, so we need some extra light. Okay, can everyone see everything? Okay. Okay, just trying to see what distance I need to do. So we've got some little cute trinkets. So now last time I made a pair of earrings was for a wedding. Sorry, a long pair of earrings. Sorry. I actually quite enjoyed the idea of creating non-symmetrical, but I don't know. I think it's a little trickier to do non-symmetrical because it's a case of balancing but having them slightly different, which we may achieve here. We could still have the same elements, but maybe I could go for having something a little... Ooh, I could do that up. Okay. You know what? I think I might just go for having them kind of symmetrical. Something like that. And I also want some of these flowers somewhere. So these are just little lucite flowers. They're plastic. So although I'm not a huge fan generally of using plastic, there is a benefit in that it makes the earrings not so heavy, so sometimes that's helpful. So these are the head pins I'm going to be using, and I'm trying to think what to put in the middle of these flowers, whether to go for a little tiny bead. Oh, those have got some pale pink beads in there. Excuse the orange beads that I've just mixed in. Sometimes when I run out of tubs to keep things in, I just put some that are completely opposite so that it's obvious what's in there. Okay. Let's get cracking. So I've got just some pale pink beads in there. Oh, I was going to change my glasses. I'm going to get the strong ones out. Oh dear. Now I don't know if we need that bead in there, or whether we could do like a little trumpet. The only thing is, every time you're adding a bead to an element like this, you're adding more time, and so if you're charging for these, you know, it's pushing the price up a little bit more and more every time. So it's just, sometimes you have to be just mindful of that, but also just makes beautiful earrings. Just I keep adding those tiny details. Right, I'm going to try that. Excuse my nails with ink in. Sometimes it takes a few days for that ink to go away. Alright, so I'm just bending that over. Make a little... So my plan is that I'm going to have a little kind of cluster of those hanging down. So I've got to do that thing 3 times. So if you want to go and make a cup of tea, now's the time to do it. Because I'm going to be here for the next 5 minutes doing this. 1, 2, 3. Then a flower. Then one of these. Now I've just remembered I could do with popping a little bit of felt underneath my work area, just so that things don't roll around. Oh no, 1, 2, 3. I need 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. The flower, and then that. Gonna need a few more of these, aren't I? Ooh. These beads, I think I've had a very, very, very long time. They're little tiny glass beads with like a very pale pink running through them. And yeah, I've had them a long time. Where do I get my beads from? Ooh, all over the place, Melissa, over the years. So there were several companies in the UK that I would buy from when I used to, the sort of the heyday of my jewellery making, which was a number of years ago. I'm not sure all of them are in existence anymore, actually. Some are. So there's the bead shop that had a big shop in Covent Garden. They'd also do what it used to be mail order, you know, before the internet. Obviously with the internet things got a bit easier to order from, but often I would go to Covent Garden and go around the bead shops. And then there was a company that I got to know in my early 20s called International Craft, and they are still going, actually. British, London, oh no, Wembley based, I think they are. And they used to sell a lot of Swarovski crystal, and that's where I would buy a lot of those from. Alright, so I've got 1, 2, 3, and then I need to do 2 more here. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Now, is that broken? Yep, it's broken. 1, 2, 3, then a flower, then a silver thing. Oh, these head pins are all different thicknesses, I've just realised. But I think for this sort of small thing it doesn't actually matter. I don't think anyone will notice. Alright, so I've got those little 3 elements there. I'm just going to cut off a little bit of that. Actually, this is still a little bit thick. I don't know if this is the wire I want. Right, so I was going to pop 1, 2, 3, like so. Maybe I need a 4th on there. Yes, hello. What have you found? Oh, well done, darling. Where did you find it? My husband's just come in.
A random box with just I must have got rid of loads of old car stuff.
My husband's been looking for
So I just have
car
this little,
paperwork.
I found this little folder in the box.
He's very happy now. Oh, oops.
Unfortunately, everything's on our bed, so we might not be able to sleep tonight.
Oh, right, okay.
Very
I'm
nice.
not quite sure about this.
Do you want me to, breaking into your live stream here, did you want me to sort dinner out?
Well, I got the pork dish out to defrost.
Ah, cool, okay.
But I'm not sure
Anything you want me to do?
all our children will enjoy it. So I don't know what you want to do.
Sausage rolls.
Yeah, there's always sausage rolls. Not quite sure if I like this. When you use flowers shaped like the pig was, do you always use a bead cap? No. I'm not sure now. I might just dangle one from there instead. Sometimes you can have an idea and then you try it out and you go, oh no, it doesn't work. It doesn't work as well as you thought it would. Because, you know, the bead might be slightly different to ones you've used in the past, and how they hang just doesn't work. But that's quite cute. Alright, I might just leave that like that. So these can be saved for another day.
Hello, Glenna.
Oh no, these glasses are a bit...
Do you want a cloth?
I've got one.
Oh, I haven't got mine anyway.
Those are my stronger glasses. Right, so...
Okay.
Look at these beads.
Man, these are grotty.
Well, so I think they're also not just grotty, they're scratched.
Oh, weird, yeah.
I have got a pair in the house that I could use instead. I like 3 flowers. Okay.
Where are they?
Oh, that's cute. Bit better. Thank you. Right, so I've got some other bead caps here that I could use. These are fun. Now, if you haven't got your wire completely straight, sometimes the beads are not happy. So it's worth straightening out the wire. There we go, that's better. I do want to introduce this opaque pink. Oh, these are quite plasticky feeling. I'm not sure if I like them with this particular design. No. Okay, let's leave that. They're a really pretty colour, but I'm not sure for this. All right. These I got off a necklace that I purchased from a charity shop, or maybe a friend gifted. Sometimes I get gifted stuff. Now this bead is not happy going onto this wire, you see, because it's a bit too thick. So sometimes it's things like that that have to, you know, makes you have to change direction slightly because of how it does or doesn't work. Try that bead cap. Right, let's try. I think just a tiny little bead cap on top of there. Oh, come on. Play nice. Right, so this was going to dangle down from the middle section. I don't need it to be that much longer because it's going to be a very long pair of earrings this way. So I'll just cut a bit of that off. Right, so this is now where you have to watch the direction that you bend your wire in, because I want the feather to lie flat like that. So then I've got to do my loop up here from the front to back, not left to right. So you just have to be mindful of that so that when it goes onto your metal component, oops, open it up a bit more, it sits correctly. Okay. Alright, so that sits fine. Oh dear, I knew that was going to happen. Right, so while I'm... Have I got enough here to do? No, I haven't. So, now I've done that one, I know exactly what I need to do for the next one, so that's easy enough. So, bead cap, pale pink bead, bead cap, then fancy bead cap, long bead, and then this other bead cap. Sometimes the most beautiful combination. Oh, old, yes, yeah, old jewellery. Sorry, I'm bring that forward so you can see what I'm doing. So, right, so feather and loopy thing. I've done this in a really odd way that it just, the wire is in a really odd position. Right, start that again. Feather, loopy thing, and then close it off. So that onto there. So how long have we been going already? Nearly half an hour. Okay. This is actually a really good exercise for me to see how long it actually takes for me to make a pair of earrings. And because sometimes it can take several sittings, but it's quite good for me to be disciplined to sit and just do some. Right, so I've got that middle strand done then. Now it keeps locking and I don't like that. It's not flowing freely. And you've got to just watch that, because if it, see how that is locked? If it's not able to right itself, then for me that's an issue, because you don't want that to happen when someone's actually wearing them. So, okay. Oh, what if we hang one of these off? Could do two. Let's see what happens when we do this. It's not guaranteed it's going to work, but I'll try it. I'll do that because there's 5 loops here on this filigree kind of heart thing. Oh, I'm just going to make this a bit bigger because I can. Ooh, not wanting to behave. Right, there we go. Now, I've never really got into fine jewellery making, you know, all the soldering and the filing and that kind of thing. And I think I have too much fun just with wire and beads and also it's expensive. When you want to go down that route of all those amazing tools that you can have for silver and goldsmithing, it's a whole nother world. Alright, so I've got those. So now I want some kind of dangly, and I'm wondering if it would be helpful for me to have some chain hanging from there, because it would give it a kind of a softer movement if I had a chain. I just need to see if I can find it. Ooh, where did I put it? Oh no, that's gold. Maybe some in here. No, Heather, I just fancied making some, so no, not a special. Right, I'm not sure I'm going to have enough. These two are the wrong colour. It might be that I have enough. Right, I definitely need some pliers there to cut some snips. I think sometimes for me it's about having an alternative creative outlet that, much as I love all the stamping and the paper and the whatever, this was kind of one of my first loves in terms of crafting. And because I've developed as a artist over the last 5 years in terms of my paper crafting, and it's been really fun to see where that journey has taken me in terms of my love of colour and textures. What's been really exciting for me of late is to come back to the jewellery making and applying the things that I've learnt over the last 5 or so years to the jewellery making and seeing how it's impacted it. Alright, so the reason I've done this, I've looped the chain like that, is because I want to cut this amount of chain in half. And so this is just a really easy way, because this is all I've got to work with, this tiny piece of chain. I don't want to waste any of it. So fortunately, there's obviously, I think, odd numbers on here, but anyway, I'm going to just try and cut that in half. Oop. Oh no, it's even numbers. Anyway, either way, I'm just going to cut that in half. Get rid of the broken section. Right, so now I know I've got equal amounts on there. And so what I need to see is, just tidy up a little bit. Need to get in the habit of putting lids on things, because otherwise everything goes flying. Alright, I think I'm just going to cut this in half again, so I'm just going to loop the two ends. Oh, I can see that definitely that's an odd number, so I've got one in the middle. I think. Okay, they're both the same. I'm going to use a slightly thinner bit of wire. Right, so I need a nice cute little bead just to connect the chain to the top of there, and I'm doing just one of these littlies, if it will go on my wire. Or I do have that I haven't used yet. Oh, I'm thinking it's probably a bit big. Too big. Let's go back to this then. So this is going to be a very tiny link. Oh, that was... What have I done? Okay. I wasn't feeling the loop there. Oh, definitely better than counting. Oh yeah, I haven't got time for that. Right. Now, will this go through the chain? That's the other question. Nope. Nope, not happy to. Okay, have to use thinner wire. The only problem I have is the thinner that we get, the weaker the link, but there's a little trick I use when using the thinner wire. Just going to cut that off. Alright, start again. Now this wire is pretty tarnished, but I'm not going to worry too much about cleaning it because I actually like it tarnished to go with the look of the whole earring really. Alright, so that makes a really tiny little loop. Oh, that's much happier going on there. Yeah, so my little trick for making sure that that doesn't come open too easily is to squash the loop. And by doing that, it does something physically to the metal. It does something to the metal to make it stay in position. And you'll find that with a lot of handmade jewellery, you'll see that it's been hammered, and that's so that it's hard for it to open. Alright, so that's hanging nicely down in the background, which is fine if it wants to hang in the background, because I want to put that little silver one on there. Now this is where I may use one of these. Just nice to have that little facet. If I am buying second-hand jewellery, because there's a lot of thrift stores, charity shops and so forth that sell this sort of thing, but it is important that you go for kind of high quality beads. So I will often knock beads together to check if they're glass or plastic or acrylic. You can tell by the sound that they make often. Alright, I am wondering whether to move the heart to that side but have it closer and swap these around. I'm just going to move that one to the end. Yep, come on, behave. Oh yeah, that's better. And the heart's just, I didn't even think about how the heart was going to hang, but it seems like I've made all the loops and everything in the right places for it to hang properly, so that's good. Right, let's close that up. Hi Judy. Alright, I'm going to take this one off. Wow, it is super warm here today. But it's been raining with Judy. Oh, and you had thunderstorms yesterday, Heather. Okay. Now that butterfly I don't feel needs to hang as far low as the heart, but I actually even quite like the idea of it hanging about there. Okay. This is why it just sort of pays to just be not too prescriptive of how you think it should be at the beginning, but just see once you start creating where there are gaps, or spaces rather, not gaps, spaces of where it's going to hang, because you don't want things knocking into each other, and you want every bead to shine really, whatever bead it is. Oh, I like that, because you see you've got the metal wear there, but because it's not too low, it's not clashing then with the big metal bead cap there. I quite like that. So maybe we could just put this flower somewhere else. I'm going to put a bit, maybe that there, to attach it to the earring wire. So let's think, what kind of bead cap can we put on here? I've got these slightly larger ones. Oh, I like that. That's too large. I'll put that one. Put a tiny pink one. No, it doesn't want to go on. Okay, we'll leave it as it is. So this is the bit that will attach to the ear wire. You can tell this silver chain is tarnished. It's almost gone a bit yellowy. But anyway. Oh no, I don't like that loop. Don't like what's happened to that loop. Do that again. For me, when you're getting to the point of attaching it to the ear wire, I'd like that loop to be perfect. So. Oop. Because I feel like that's the loop that is most on display. So it needs to be nice. It's okay. Not quite 100%, but I can live with it. No, I've just realised I think I was meant to make this loop a little bit bigger, because I want to pop one of these on, and then this. Oh, I've done it the wrong way around. Now I'm holding these earrings and thinking, these are pretty heavy. Right, just check I've got that the right way. No, that's still not the right way around. I over did it. That's better. Now, I'm not completely convinced about this flower hanging down in the middle of the heart, but we'll have a look at it. Because it hides that. No, funny that, isn't it? I don't like it. I think it's a shame that we've lost that. No, I'm going to get rid of it. There we go, see? You can have these bright ideas, but they don't always work. The other thing I'm not sure about is that bead at the top there. I'm wondering if I'd prefer it just to have it, the heart, directly to the earring. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make the next one, and then I'm going to see if I prefer it just having the heart directly to the ear wire, because I'm really not sure about this extra section here. Hi, Cindy. Alright, so let's make the next one. We're going to kind of do it the opposite way. So I've got that one going there. So I'm going to have my butterfly on that side, my flower on that side with that little bit of chain. Where's that piece of chain gone? Oh, there it is. Okay. Right, let's start with that then. So I needed this thinner wire and a little pink bead. I wonder if it would stay around the back. Yeah, but then it almost, don't know if you really would see it. Right, so this goes onto here. Close that up. Let's give it a squish. I should have really attached this bit to the chain before I put that on, because sometimes it's a bit easier to handle. But, oh well, no, that works. Okay. There's lots of ways to skin a cat, as they say. I wonder how that translates around the world. You know, there's lots of ways to blah, 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 blah. I think I made that bit too big, but we'll see. Oh, I've done that the wrong. Oh no, I've done it the right way around. Alright, so that's the heart. Then we want the little pink trumpet. go on this side. Come on. Come on. Nope, not having it. Just got to widen it a bit. Okay. I'm really not happy with the way this is doing its thing. May have to do something to that. Right, and then the butterfly on that side. So I used one of these. Okay, happy with that. So the big question is, with or without that other section? Oh, I wonder if I've inadvertently, potentially, made a non-symmetrical pair. So we could go... So I'm trying to find the best way to show you what's going on here. Oh, I'll close it up. Just make my life a bit easier if I close that. Yeah, I think without it just, the balance of it just goes a bit wrong, and you kind of then lose the fact that that's supposed to be the focal point. I think I'm just going to remove that section. There we go. Right, I think before I've completely finished, I'm going to work on this section here is just not working properly. And I've since found slightly thinner wire, so I think I might just change that whole middle wire to one where the feathers will work a bit better. So I just need to disconnect that from that. So I need that. Right, I want to give myself a good amount here to do the loop. So what I do to measure how much I need to cut off, I usually do the width of the pliers, and then for a small loop I just add like half again, but I'm going to make it slightly bigger. So I'm just going to straighten that out. I wasn't happy with the way that was bending there. Right, that's better. If you can identify a problem early on, deal with it, because otherwise it's so much harder to fix later. Oh, it's still doing it. Well done. No, okay. It's not doing it as much. Okay, behave. Let's see if I can get this other one to do it. Right. Do that first. Ah. Then the bead, then the head, bead cap, then that one, then that So I'm going to do it the opposite way around now, where I'm actually going to do the biggest loop first. Let's get this off. Okay, that's hanging nicely. So this can be the frustrating end kind of bit to do, because you go to all that length to make a lovely earring, and then you're like, oh no, I'm not happy with the way it hangs, blah, blah. And then you kind of done all the lovely bit of designing, and then you're like, oh, I just got to perfect this last bit. But it's worth it, especially if you're going to be selling them, because you don't want whoever's wearing them to have a bad experience when wearing them. So I'm sure we've all noticed, if you're an observant person and someone's got a pair of earrings on and they've kind of like flicked the wrong way or whatever, and the bead is sitting wrong, you're so tempted to kind of like fix it. But if the earring has got a flaw in it where it's doing it, you kind of want to get it sorted out. All right, so let's have a look at those again. So that would naturally hang correct. You're looking at it, obviously not hanging, but straight on a table, so you're not going to see quite how it hangs. Oh, unless I flip my camera around. But there we go. Right, so just over an hour to make a pair like that. So as you can see, quite a bit of work, but totally worth it, I think. It does help to have pretty elements like that, which can be picked up. So there you go. Just thought actually it might be fun for me to sew a kit. I wonder how many kits I could make up with this, if I've got enough beads. Don't know if I've got enough chain though. Alright, well anyway, in the comments section, if anyone's watching this in the future, so today is the 20th of May 2022, but do let me know if that might be something you'd be interested in, to have a kit to make your own. Because obviously it takes time to put a design like this together, but there we have it. Right, thank you everyone who's joined us on the chat. It's been really fun to spend time with you. Listen to my witterings. There you have it. So we didn't end up using any of the pearls, but I don't know, I think it's quite sweet with just the pinks and the greys. That kind of like silvery, these kind of like silvery faceted beads are quite nice. Kind of like a gunmetal grey. So there we go. Right, have a great weekend everybody. Lovely to see you all, and take care for now. If you'd like to contact me regarding anything that I've made today, just email me, ruthtrice@gmail.com. I'll put it in the description. So there we go. Thank you, everybody. Lovely to see you all.